What's up, everybody? Oh, listen, WNBA. Supposed to start on May the 17th, I think, or 10th. May the 17th, I believe it is. I don't know if we're going to or not. I don't know if we play them ball this year in WNBA. Because as you can see on the screen, as deadline looms, WNBA remains stuck in labor contract stalemate. Now, today is the deadline. End of business today is the deadline to have a deal done. So what's going on with it? Well, the players want this, and the league says this. So who's at fault? I don't know. Let's dig into it a little bit. By the way, if you enjoy the content, we'll talk about all kinds of stuff, and we will have we've got a better system now, so we will have more shows per week. We'll probably have 2 a week, and we'll have highlights and what have you from different sports. Like right now, we've got college softball going on. We've got men's basketball. We've got baseball kicking up. We've got the NFL draft coming. We've got all kinds of stuff going on, and we'll have highlights from everything as well. But right now, we need to talk about this basketball because the WNBA and WNBPA, the Players Association, remain at odds. The Players Association is asking for 26% of gross revenue for the players. Okay, I understand that, but you got to remember the league is still operating at a loss because of how much money they lost before one player came into the league. We'll talk about her in a minute. Because they were losing every year, right? So the players want 26%. All right? The league has been countering with proposals of 70% of net revenue. Not the gross revenue, the net revenue. Players want gross revenue. Well, you got to remember, you got taxes and losses and everything else, that, gear and everything else that comes out of the gross revenue, right? The union sent a proposal on Friday that the league countered. Neither deal was talked about, though. But last July, the players went crazy and, pay us what you owe us and this, that, and the other. All right, 2019 to 2023, the revenue of the WNBA increased from 102 to 119 million. So it's only a 17 million increase. It's not much. In that kind of league, it's not much in professional sports, right? But that was due to Caitlin Clark coming in large part in 2023. 2024, I'm sorry. So, yeah, revenue sharing sent the players another $8 million. Like I said, which ain't much. Okay? 2024, the league secured a television deal that runs through 2036 of $200 million a year. All right? So that adds $200 million into the kitty. Plus, the WNBA will have 18 teams now, up from the current 13 by 2030. Right? Golden State, Philly, Cleveland, Detroit. Each paid a $250 million expansion fee last year. Right? So that adds another billion. But you got to remember those teams aren't playing yet. And they ain't going to be playing if they don't get this done. Now, here's the thing. Kathy Engelbert, the league president is not doing them much good, in my opinion. Okay, I don't think she's doing them any good at all. I don't think she appreciates the players. She just appreciates her money. I don't think she appreciates the league. In my opinion, like I said, this is my opinion. But at the same time, I don't think a lot of players appreciate the league either. They're there for their money too. They're not there to play the game and grow the game. There's a lot of players in this league that are saying, look, as a matter of fact, at last count, about 85% of them don't want anything to do with a contract negotiation. They want their money and they want it now. They don't want to negotiate anything. They're saying, give us everything or nothing, you know? Only about 15% are saying, look, let's get in a room, go to the table, get a deal done, shake hands, sign the paperwork, and let's go. Let's play. Well, now, in my opinion, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong on this, but in my opinion, that would be the way to go, right? Take that 15% that actually wants to be on the floor, draft a whole bunch of college players, like right away, and say, let's play ball. You know what I mean? Now, they have to get a deal done. That's natural. And I understand the deal they're wanting. I get it. I understand the deal the league is wanting. I get that too. Right? There's things that have to be paid out of that gross income. The net income is where they're driving from, and I get that. I understand it. But somebody's got to make a deal. Somebody's got to get in the room, sit down, and make a deal. And they need to do it fast because, like I said, you're talking about, 6 o'clock today? So just a few hours from now, this deal's got to be done. That's the deadline. So, take a few that are willing to sit in a room, like Breonna Stewart, Caitlin Clark, and a few others. Get in a room with them and execs, owners, and get a deal done. Like right now. So y'all can play ball. You know, the league has grown, and it's going to grow more if they get this done. But there's some players that need to go, and I don't think Kathy Eagleburtt needs to be there either. I think they need to get a new commissioner as well. Like I said, my opinion, if y'all enjoyed the content, let me know. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. We've got a lot more coming. I'll have another show later this week. We'll talk some baseball. We'll talk some, some things. Got a lot to talk about. A lot of things coming up. Gonna have a good time. Thank y'all for joining. I appreciate it. I'll see you later. We're out.